we call that medium-term storage, actually. So a lot of people just do short-term storage, which is they'll grow seed for what they want right then, and they may keep it for a couple of years and then toss it. This is probably medium-term storage. We want to say 50 years. Well, we've only been doing this for that long, so who knows? But there's also, you've probably heard of the seed bank in Norway called the Svalbard Gene Bank. That is dug down into the permafrost, and anybody can put seed in there. And that seed, we hope, will remain viable for millennia. We hope. We don't know. We haven't lived that long, but we hope that's going to be the key to keeping some of these alive. Because you never know what's going to happen. I mean, we could have a fire here tomorrow and that could all be gone. We need to keep control over the conditions in that gene bank. Otherwise, the seed won't remain viable for a long time. So we know two things about keeping seed, that it needs to be cold temperatures and as low humidity. And so in the gene bank across the hall, that's maintained at 30% relative humidity and 4 degrees C. We anticipate at that temperature, the seed will remain viable for about 50 years. In addition to that, over the years, we learned a couple things. So when I first started, this is the way the seed was kept, on the bench top in bags. And so the first thing we did was we started putting it in the cold. And the second thing we did was we got humidifiers to put in the gene bank. The third thing we did was learn that a lot of gene banks are now using these bags that are almost impervious to humidity. And they're aluminum foil, plastic, and it's very similar to what you'd find electronic parts shipped in. So if you get a piece for your computer, they ship in the exact same bags. So they're impervious to humidity, and we seal them across the top, so they're heat sealed. So everything's just stuck in there. It's all sealed up in there. All right, that's good too. But we learned over the years that if there's wet seed in there, even though you seal it in a bag, the seed is still wet. So now we have a seed dryer down the hall, and before we even put seed into one of these bags, we put it in the seed dryer for 3 days to make it as low moisture as possible. And that gets it down pretty low, like less than 10%. All right, that's good too, but in addition to that, we also have a little bag of silica gel in there. And you've seen silica gel in a lot of products, and it also soaks up moisture. So there's also a little bag of silica gel in there. So hopefully all of this treatment combined together will keep the seed viable for a long time. It's cleaned down, dry, and put in the bag, sealed. It's put in the cold room, and hopefully there for a long time.